Today we are going to start a new chapter, electrolysis. So what do you mean by electrolysis? Electrolysis means we can connect the word electrolysis to the word electricity. So what do you mean by electricity? Yeah, we studied it in physics that electricity means it is the flow of electrons. Electricity means it's the flow of electrons or charge. So if there is, if it may be the flow of positive or negative charges. So positively charged particles are known as cation and negatively charged particles are known as anions. So this electrolysis is also based upon the flow of charge. It may be positive or negative. Then for one we are using this electrolysis, yeah, the gadget which you are using, it may be either laptop or mobile, its battery, how it is working. The battery is working on the basis of electrolysis, means the battery, mobile battery or a normal dry cell or laptop battery, anything which will store the electricity in the form of chemical energy, and when we need it will convert the chemical energy to electrical energy. That is due to the electrolysis only. And second thing, if you are taking in our day-to-day life, we need different kinds of metals. We know that these all metals are not getting in the purest form. They all are in the impure form. Then with the help of electrolysis only, we all purify it into the purest form. So how it is taking place, those all things we have to study in this chapter. So before that we have to study the structure of a battery or a cell. So electrolysis, where the electrolysis is taking place, that is known as electrolytic cell. So this is the normal structure of our battery, anything, okay. So that one is known as electrolytic cell. Then we have to study the components of the electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell contains one battery. One small battery is there inside it. So the biggest line is denoting the positive terminal of the battery, and a small line which is denoting the negative terminal of the battery. And always remember that electricity is always flowing from positive terminal to negative terminal. Okay, electricity is always flowing from positive to negative. Then two electrodes are there. This one. These two are known as electrodes. Electrodes means it may be made up of carbon or metals according with the chemical which we are using. That's also we have to study. So the electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that is known as anode. The electrode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, that is known as anode, and the electrode which is connected to the negative terminal of the battery, that is known as cathode. So we studied about anode and cathode. Anode means positive, cathode means negative, and don't get confused that anode is positive, anion is negative. As like cathode is negative, cation is positive. Don't get confused, okay. And inside the cell, these two electrodes are dipped inside a chemical that is known as electrolyte. So electrolyte means the chemical which we need to decompose. So four things are there. First one, battery, then 2 electrodes and 1 electrolyte. This whole setup is known as electrolytic cell. Then we have to study, just for an example, we can take one case. If we are taking lead bromide as the electrolyte, if you are taking lead bromide PbBr2, then normally if you pass the electricity, if you are using lead bromide as the electrolyte, then while we passing the electricity through it, the lead bromide will decompose into Pb2 plus and 2Br minus. That means positive charge and negative charge will form. But if you are taking solid lead bromide, if you are taking the solid lead bromide as the electrolyte, electrolyte means this part, okay? If you are taking solid lead bromide, the decomposition won't take place. It will not take place. The reason is that in solid state, the force of attraction in between the lead and bromine is very strong. Okay, the force of attraction. So it is very difficult to decompose because the force of attraction is very high. At the same time, if the lead bromide, if it is in either molten or aqueous state, molten means in the fused state, means as like our toothpaste, that form, or in the liquid form, then the lead bromide will decompose, because in the molten or aqueous state, the force of attraction is less fully. We know the arrangement of molecules in solid, liquid and in gas. Correct. So in solid, the decomposition won't take place, and in molten or aqueous state, the electrolysis will take place. Then next one, ionic and covalent compound. We know that lead bromide is an example of ionic compound, because the lead bromide is formed by the the lead is giving 2 electrons to bromine. So there is charge is there. So in ionic compound, charges are present, both positive and negative. So electricity means flow of charge. So in ionic compound, when we pass electricity, it will decompose and will get positive and negative ions. So the electrolysis will take place in ionic compound. At the same time, if we take the covalent compounds means it is formed by the mutual sharing of electrons. There is no give and take, only mutual sharing. So there is no charged particles. In covalent compounds, there is no charged particles. Due to that, when we pass electricity, the covalent compound will not decompose. Suppose if you are taking O2, it will not decompose, or if it decompose also, there is no charged particles. If there is no charged particles, means electrolysis will not take place. Okay, and along with this video, I will send you the link of the notes, and you just write it on your copy and study nicely. Thank you.